Hello, Ruffer family. This is Dr. Walker with another Tech Bit. In today's lesson, we are going to learn how to post assignments on Schoology. Schoology does have a number of different ways that you can post assignments. This will be going over the most basic way. As we discovered in our last lesson, how to create our organization and our folders, what I am going to do now is go into this week's work, and I am going to click on Add Materials to add an assignment. If we want to create an assessment, we can do that here as well. An assessment gives you a lot of different options on how to be able to test your students, whether it's multiple choice, drag and drop, or even connecting. There are options to even have students post audio responses. Many of these can be auto-graded. Obviously, things like essays and audio cannot be auto-graded, so you would have to go in and listen to those items to be able to grade it from there. Under Add Assignment is the basics of how we are going to do all assignments. If you go into one of your curriculum partners, you can also post assignments from there, but there is a little bit of difference between each of these. So in today's lesson, I am not going to be modeling how to do that. I'm just going to use the basic Add Assignment. So as we add an assignment, first thing that we need to do is give it a title. If you are using a title like Bell Ringer, something that you will use on a regular basis, we do ask that you put a date in with it as well. The reason why is twofold. Number one, it makes it easier for you and the student to be able to find any missing work. And also number two, if there are multiple assignments with the same name, it does cause a sync issue with PowerSchool. So just simply putting the date in with the name helps out both of these issues tremendously. So I'm going to give it a name. I can type in whatever information I want. So I might be having them go to another website. I might just be giving them basic directions on this. On this assignment, I'm going to say, please use the writing prompt on the board to answer the question. Sometimes I might want to post a video on here as well, and I can do that under Insert Content and YouTube. This brings me to a place where I can actually find a YouTube video to be able to post. That could be very powerful if you've got a short clip you want them to be able to analyze, but you can embed those in here as well. Now underneath this, I have two format options. One is Google Drive assignment and one is annotation assignment. You do not have to click these unless there is something you want to post. Google Drive assignment allows you to share a copy of any Google Drive item. So if you've created a Google Doc, a Google slide, a Google Sheet that you want the students to have a copy of to be able to work on and submit to you, you post that here under your Google Drive assignment. If you have a PDF document or a picture document that you want the students to be able to type on top of and be able to turn into you, you do that under the annotations assignment. This is a very basic PDF editor, so it does allow the students to be able to type or even draw on top of them. I can give it a due date. The importance with giving it a due date is that number one, on the Student Schoology course, it shows that there is an assignment due. If they miss the due date, it shows that there is late work waiting for them to be able to complete. And once they log into Schoology, on the top right-hand corner of their Schoology page, it will show the assignments that are due and the missing work, so they do not have to go through all their courses to find it. also, if you give a due date, you can see what other teachers are doing through the workload planning. You're able to pull up the workload planning, and it brings up all your students, and you can see the number of assignments that are due each day for every class. I do have to choose a category. These categories we created earlier. So I can have this ungraded, and if you're going to do an ungraded assignment, you can still give it a due date. That way students know it's due. One way I see this being done is if you have a permission slip that is due on Friday, you might create a reminder with the permission slip in here, make it ungraded. That way it's showing up as a due date. I'm going to click daily work on this one. I can make it worth as many points as I want. I'm going to make it worth 10 points. And it automatically has sync to SIS clicked on here, so that allows it to be able to sync. At the bottom, you have a number of other options. If I want to individually assign this to specific students in the class, I can click these three buttons. If I leave it alone, it assigns to everybody. The lock button allows you to lock the assignment so students cannot turn in any more work. Submissions are automatically enabled. I can click that and turn submissions off, so then that way they cannot work ahead. Then I have a publish button, which means that students can see it the moment I assign it. I can turn on the grade statistics. Comments are enabled so students can ask questions, and I can copy this to other courses. Now, if you have your courses linked in Schoology, once you create this, it will post on every class at the same time. I hit create. Now I have my bell ringer here. I can add another assignment by clicking add materials or the line underneath. And I can create another assignment.